Hey everyone, I'm back and today we're going to be talking about Se7en, the top one. And this movie is directed by David Fincher and stars Brad Pitt, Morgan Freeman, and it came out in 1995, I believe. And I thought this movie was really great. And I've only seen this movie once before and I thought it was great then. And revisiting the film, I still think it's great. I think the performances in this movie are all great. Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt, they're the best parts of the movie. And I really like how they interact with each other, and I really enjoyed the story of the film and the directions that it went, and all of it felt realistic, and there was definitely a lot of care put into it, and you can definitely see that in the movie. And I also really liked the characters in this movie, and I think they're very well defined, and I liked how the movie approaches each of these characters, and they never do anything that would be outside of what they would do. And for example, Brad Pitt's character, he's a little more reckless and he just does whatever he wants to. And Morgan Freeman, he plans everything out thoroughly. That's the kind of person he is. And Morgan Freeman, he's never shot his gun once out of the 34 years that he's worked as a detective. And he very much goes by the book, whereas Brad Pitt, he's a little reckless. I liked the tone of the film, and I liked how it was handled, and it never, even when it got a little comedic at points, which it does at a couple points, not throughout the entire movie. There's not comedy in every scene. There's humor in a couple scenes, but not the whole movie. And when it gets dark and disturbing, it doesn't feel like shock value. It feels genuinely disturbing. Like, it's stuff that I'm kind of used to at this point from David Fincher. I'm not saying that's a flaw or anything. It's just something that, yep, this is a movie from David Fincher. And also, this movie doesn't really show the violence happening on screen. It's more left up to your interpretation as to what happened. And the only violence in this movie really is just in a couple scenes, and it's mostly just characters shooting guns at each other is pretty much all of the action you get, and that's like 2 scenes in the movie, without spoiling anything. It's mostly just characters talking to each other and trying to figure out who this killer is. And it's really engaging, and I thought the movie was well paced, and the only issue that I can think of for this movie would be the music. It's not that it was bad, it's just it was also appropriately used. It's just nothing that I'm going to remember. And what I mean by that is I'm not going to think about this movie and think of the music at the same time. When I'm thinking about this movie, I'm going to be thinking about the story and the characters, the performances, like the look of the film and what it was communicating to me visually. And that's what I'm going to remember this movie for, not really the music. It was my least favorite part of the movie, and that's the only thing I would criticize as kind of weak. But aside from that, I think Se7en is a really great movie. It's kind of hard for me to talk about this movie and not spoil anything, and there are definitely things that have been parodied, and there are things that are like really popular in pop culture, and I don't want to talk about those things just in case you haven't seen it. But I think this movie is really great, and you should definitely check it out if you haven't already. And with all that being said, I'm going to give Se7en a 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos as always. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Se7en, and my social media links, they will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see you when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Spider-Man 2. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.